All right, no intro. We're gonna just hop right into this.
A demonic figure, comes up and starts to approach you, your job is to be interested and curious about it, to recognize that this is a display of consciousness. We would much rather have you approach it and, in effect, ask it what it's doing there. What am I to learn from this? And what the guarantee is that if you actually investigate it, it's going to start changing. And then initially, it actually might become more terrifying, but it can't and won't continue to do that. It's going to dissolve, and it may dissolve into something disgusting or beautiful or transcendent. Your job is just to stay with the experience and recognize that you're empowered in a way to approach whatever it is that emerges in consciousness. A demonic figure, comes up and starts to approach you. Your job is to be interested and curious about it, to recognize that this is a display of consciousness.
Right. I don't even think it's nothing to be like scared of, I feel like the moment you get scared is like when you scare yourself, It seems like they want to scare you even more because giving off that like I'm scared vibe. You can just say, hello, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Ask them what they've been through, It's just different ways you can look at it, You ain't gotta just be a demon. Alright. But let me know, have you guys ever went on a mushroom trip? Heard about it? I don't know if that stuff is true, but it might just be. So, because it's a plant that take you some. You know what? I'm done. But y'all know what I'm talking about.
Your 30s are hands down the weirdest age to ever be. Because yes, your 30s are young. Very young, in fact. However, you have crossed a certain threshold in life. And that threshold is basically where you're still very young, but at the same time, you are too old for a lot of shit. You at that age where teenagers and people in their early 20s look at you and be like, damn, you were born in the 1900s? But at the same time, somebody that's 40 plus looks at you like you a fucking baby. You also at that age where you're not old, but you start having old people complaints. A lot of new music sounds like garbage to you. You start saying shit like, why does everything need an app? Why do I have to make an account for this? Sometimes you still gotta remind yourself that you have to make your own doctor's appointments and that your mom ain't doing it for you no more. You're also at that age where you may be wondering why ain't nobody throwing no cookouts. Well, the reason why ain't nobody throwing no cookouts is because all you motherfuckers is wondering why ain't nobody throwing the cookouts. It's your responsibility now. You're also at that point where half your friends is married with kids, but the other half is still single and partying every weekend. You're also at that age where some of the people you went to high school with are starting to turn into the uncles and aunties on Facebook. And that shit weird because it's like, bro, why are you already at that point? You're also at that point where your children are starting to reach like serious ages. Like I know people that's my age, 32, with like 13-year-olds. But I will say this though, being in your 30s is a blessing. This shit is awesome. It's like your 20s, but with more money. It's a very weird point in life, man. But when you get here, you're gonna love it. And for those of us who are already there, I know you fucking with it, huh? Your 30s are hands down the...
Drop your ages in the chat, man. Represent.
Come on, Jerome!
Ah.
Blood on the dead homies, blood. I shouldn't have never been out here, blood. Should have listened to my bro, but no. I want to come out here with time, blood. With time, blood. Time be on some bullshit, blood. I'm about to die now, blood. Damn, blood. I should have just played 2K and bicked it at the pad.
Should have just played 2K. No, he didn't. Bro said I should have just played 2K. Nah, this is crazy. Wow. And a couple of seconds, he's out of there. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, blood, it is what it is, blood. Dead homies.
I said, geez.
Come on, Jerome! Blood.
Oh, he got hit crazy. I can just tell.
You see, a star is a lonely individual.
True.
If you look in the sky, a star sets alone, apart from the rest of the stars.
Yeah.
It's one galaxy,
Yeah.
but imagine if the stars came together, what did it look like in the sky? One of the most beautiful sights you will ever see in your life. And what I realized is, if a LeBron James get out his car in the middle of Baltimore or the middle of Chicago or the middle of Detroit and walk up to a basketball court as he riding past to go to this podcast or this meeting and get out and say, yo, Kings, y'all the greatest. Get back in the car and ride off. He just created 100 more LeBron James. He just showed those young kings how to go get it and come back and inspire. You see,
That's
a
real.
star.
That's real.
I believe that there's a God, and I believe that there's a creator of this universe, because the science proves that we're living in a creation. The science proves that we ourselves are a creation. However, the one in this book, that ain't it. That ain't it. Way off. Not even close. What you're looking at here is a hodgepodge of recycled texts and scripts and papyruses from all over the world that have been remixed and remixed again and contorted to be able to utilize to control the masses and collect a lot of money, and also keep a lot of slaves for a lot of free labor, because free labor is really important in ancient times. They needed a lot of free labor. Leviticus 25:44. However, you may purchase a male and female slave from among the nations around you. Oh, thank you. I can actually go now and I can go to another nation around me where I am, and I can go purchase a male or a female if I want to. It's okay, because God said, ain't he good all the time? He never changes. Remember I told you in the beginning, Christians put, he never changes. He's never changed. Do you really believe in your deepest heart of hearts that the creator of the universe will make a statement like that? Or do you believe that a human being with an agenda wrote that? Come on now, start thinking. What is it? You tell me. Is it the creator of the universe making a statement like that? Or is it man?
If you're seeking to
Yep, somebody has to explain color code of food.
the rainbow doesn't
Am I the only one?
Y'all, they try.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
We're skipping the videos that we already watched, y'all. Okay. Got a problem with that? Hey, you can leave. Alright, but some people already saw that.
Scientists have found an ocean
Just gotta go
under
back
the
to the
Earth's
other
surface.
episode.
A massive one at that. Sounds staggering, right? Let me tell you all about it. The discovery has been made some 700 kilometers deep into the Earth. The ocean lies just above the lower mantle in something called the mantle transition zone. The water is present in a rock known as ringwoodite. And do you know how big this ocean is? About 3 times the volume of all the planet's oceans combined. So if you take all of the Earth's oceans and triple them, that is the amount of water discovered inside the Earth. Now the question is, how does this water get there? Was it present when our planet was formed, or did it appear due to some process that happened later?
What do y'all think is down there?
Godzilla. Some kind of creature.
Because there's some wild shit up here in these waters.
Yeah.
What do y'all think is down there? You know what? I don't want to.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. Like, if it's a necessity for us to tap into that water, great. But if not, just leave the Earth's G-spot alone. Don't need to touch it.
I agree.
My bus. Shit's getting
I
weird.
agree.
If your brain gets damaged, you could wake up from a coma fully aware, but completely unable to move or speak. This happens when your brainstem, which controls motor functions, becomes damaged. The brain can't send signals to the muscles throughout your body, leaving only eye movement and blinking for communication. But you'd still be able to think, meaning you'd essentially be trapped within your brain. If your brain gets damaged, you could...
In 8 days,
8 days.
you went from, you took your husband from, he's going to be on medication for the rest of his life.
Yes.
To not needing the medication at all.
April 17th was his last day taking medication.
And he has not taken the medication?
Has not touched it.
How did you do this?
We discount the power of God's food. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Right?
Right.
Like, that's what it is. Like that's literally what it is. See, when you say, what do you do? I teach people how the body works. See, when people know that, this is what I explain. I say, when you really understand this concept, I call it the cell theory, then you understand how this works. Like, so if you break us down to our most basic unit, we're made up of cells.
Right.
Right? Well, cells make up tissues. Tissues make up organs. Organs make up organ systems. Organ systems make up the organism, the person. Okay, so you say it takes 19 essential vitamins and minerals with 9 amino acids with the perfect protein to make a perfect cell. I know. Hear me out, right? If you're missing one nutrient, you're making imperfect cells for 7 days, and those imperfect cells manifest into disease. And so what I know to be true is there's one root cause of disease, and that's malfunctioning of cells. One root cause.
Not having all of those nutrients.
That's right.
Causes the cell to malfunction.
That's right. So where do you get the nutrients from? So to have a healthy cell, you must give it healthy.
In 8 days, you went from...
Masons are like homosexuals. They can't reproduce themselves naturally. They can only, amen, they can only recruit. You know, think of that. That's the way with every cult. If you know someone who's a Mason, or if you yourself are a Mason, realize that when you kneel at the altar of Masonry as an entered apprentice, and you take that oath, you are adopted into the family of Lucifer at that moment. Now, you don't probably know that. I did. But most people don't even know that. And as a result, if you're a Christian, and mind you, there are pastors that are doing this. There are deacons that are doing this. There are countless Christian lay people that are doing this. You cannot serve two masters. And if you understood the profound relationship between witchcraft and Freemasonry, you would know what that cord, that cable tow meant, because they've got a rope around their neck. And what that means in witchcraft and the occult is that is a symbol of the umbilical cord of the mother goddess, the queen of heaven, linking her to her hidden child. So this guy has just been born again by the queen of hell, the consort of Lucifer. Every Mason has this happen to them. And they don't understand the dynamics, probably 99 out of 100, but they still go through it. Masons are like homosexuals. They can't reproduce themselves naturally.
Banana peel soaked in water is fertilizer. Orange peel soaked in water is an insecticide. Apple peel soaked in water is nutrient solution. Beer can make the soil loose and breathable. Soak ginger in water to remove yellow leaves and rotten roots. Banana peel soaked in water is...
These are animals as omens. So if you see these animals, this is a sign for you. Owl means be careful, something huge is coming. So if you see these animals, an owl, a rabbit, a crow, a deer, a ladybug, a dragonfly, snakes, cat, lizards, and spiders, these are signs for you. Now let's break it down. If you see an owl, it means be careful, something huge is coming to you. If you see a deer, it means that the heavens want you to know that you need to have faith. The spider means a friend will come and provide help. A rabbit means forces of nature are with you, abundance and fertility. Ladybug, messenger of joy and good luck, especially ladybug. Lizard, your dreams reveal something important. The cat, hidden forces and spiritual powers are near you. Dragonfly, omen of fairy present. Snakes, your passion will open gates. And crow, the truth will appear. Go ahead, screenshot this, do what you gotta do, but pay attention, because if you ever read The Alchemist, then you understand what I'm talking about. These animals come as signs. These are animals as omens. So if you see these animals...
The reason why it's so thing about this particular parasite cleanse is that it has sweet wormwood, cloves, and walnut. That combination actually doesn't just eradicate the parasite, but it actually eradicates the parasite eggs as well. Now, when you use a parasite cleanse this powerful, I highly recommend that you don't have anything to do, okay? You want to make sure that you do it over the weekend when you can sleep in. These parasite cleanses will purge your system and make you have to continuously use the restroom. For high-quality herbs and metaphysical products, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic. The reason
you can get, or put some lemon pills and put some key lime pills and stuff like that inside of a pot, bring it to a boil, put a little cayenne, just a little cayenne pepper fruit, and when you start it boiling, put a towel over your head and start literally inhaling all of that steam that come up from that pot, and that'll break up all that crystallized uric acid, all that crystallized mucus that's inside the nasal passage as well, and you'll start snotting all that out right into the pot. You can get, or put some lemon pills and put some...
Why is it snotting all that out like that, though? I guess it'd be like the... No! Not the strawberry. No.
I'm Dr. Tim, and since there are so many pesticides and microorganisms in fruit, I do this right when I get back from the grocery store.
No.
First, rinse them underwater, then soak in 1 part vinegar, which is acidic, to 3 parts water for 10 minutes. Then add baking soda, which is basic, to finish your science experiment. Carbon dioxide bubbles form and remove dirt. Let it soak for a few minutes, rinse again with water, then let it dry before storing. Share this with others and follow me to live a healthier life.
Y'all see that? This is in the strawberry, I think. That's insane. So that's why you gotta really make sure you washing your fruit and stuff. For real. That was nasty.
They'll teach you this, but never teach you this. You are a biological battery. This is why you get charged in a court and then sit in a cell, a battery cell, because you're electromagnetic. Your thoughts are electric. Your emotions are magnetic. Disease shows up in this field before it manifests physically. This is why your thoughts and emotions contribute towards your illness. Every illness is vibrating on a frequency, and you can use these frequencies to heal them. By listening to these frequencies, you're healing your electromagnetic field, which will then heal your physical body. You attract what you are, not what you want. If you are low vibration, this means you are on the same vibration as illness and disease. If you raise your frequency, you can no longer become ill. This is why you need to eat high frequency food, which is grown under the electrical sun. Fruit provides you with electrical energy because your body is an electrical system. Thank you for 1 million followers. I appreciate the support, but followers are just numbers on a screen. I'll continue to live in the real world and give you the knowledge that I've gained. This is the biggest sale yet, only lasting 24 hours. Use the code WISDOM for 40% off. Thank you all for the...
Born in the Kingdom of Congo in the 1630s, Ganga Zumbi was the son of Princess Equaltene, daughter of the king. During the Battle of Mbuila, he was captured and enslaved by the Portuguese, who shipped him to Brazil, where he worked on a plantation in Pernambuco. But the young prince never forgot who he was. Along with his brothers Ona and sister Sabina, he managed to escape and flee to Aquilombo, a refuge of runaway captives who were forcibly brought to Brazil. As their numbers increased, they formed marine settlements. And in the 1670s, Ganga Zumbi emerged as the leader of the Quilombo of Palmers. He ruled over the largest of the villages, Cerro dos Macacos. Yet it was not over. The Portuguese were furious. They came back and tried to conquer the area multiple times, but they were defeated by Ganga Zumbi. With these victories, Ganga Zumbi solidified his position as the ruler of the perfectly administered Kingdom of Palmers for 15 years. His name, meaning God's priest in Kikongo, reflected his spiritual leadership and significance in the Brazilian black movement. Ganga Zumbi is remembered as a hero and freedom fighter in the history of Brazil. Born in the Kingdom of Congo in the 1630s, Ganga...
Something they've never been able to do. I've invented a new form of flight.
Explain what it does?
Tangential flight, the ability to fly around your own center of mass. And you don't hear anything about it. This is able to spin around its own center of mass. Completely spin around its own center of mass. People are able to do it by falling, but this is a sustained system. Because this is the geometry of hydrogen, any bond that hydrogen can make, linchpin can make, and what they're basically doing is building a periodic table. You can either put them together where you collapse a dodecahedron in the center, where you create electricity, it's an electric bond, or you can expand and create the dodecahedron in the center, and you have a magnetic, because magnetism expands in the center and pushes out. And it's unlimited bond, something they've never been able to do. I've invented a...
Who owned this? Whoa. Jay-Z? Uh-oh, Jay-Z.
This is produced by chemicals.
It is.
You are putting chemicals in your body. When you say it, you don't care what is happening. You are saying, I'm wearing a good shirt.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That you are practicing witchcraft on your body yourself with your money. So people don't think about that.
Fisi, but they tell me it's breathable and it's got air-wicking pockets and it's sweat-proof.
What about this?
I mean, that's just gazelle, right? That's just one gazelle skin.
This is produced by chemicals.
It is.
That's crazy. They really, like, you know, kill animals like that and then wear them. That's great.
Ooh, it ain't nothing that I wrote down. It's up in here. Because I hit my elbow and along my journey, I'm making mistakes. I'm falling. I'm going up. I'm coming down. I went 3 days without eating or drinking nothing, and you hear me? I'm cleansed out. I'm real cleansed out. I feel good.
Hold on. Let's get this one. Okay, so copyright.
Images of gods from the stars, symbolized by feathered serpents, can be found all over planet Earth. In ancient Mexico, there was a god king known as Quetzalcoatl. The word Quetzal means bird, and Coatl means serpent. He was the god from the stars who brought civilization and knowledge of the cosmos to the people of Central America. Ancient texts from Yucatan, known as the Chilam Balam, tell us that the first inhabitants of the region were called the Chanes people, which means people of the serpent. They were ruled by a king called Itzamna. The word Itzam means lizard, and he is depicted as being half human and half serpent, just like the reptilian figures seen on the walls of the Temple of Hathor in Egypt. "5,000 years ago, images of gods from the stars, symbolized by feathered serpents, can be found all over planet Earth. In ancient Mexico, there was a god king known as Quetzal.
Yo, y'all think these reptiles really like exist? Like, be real. Be honest with me in the comments. Do y'all really think these things exist and running our planet? Because it's a possibility. I mean, it's something. Because who's covering up that beautiful sun every day, man? For real. With some funky clouds. They do this every day. You know, this is their routine. They get up. They probably up right now, spraying the sky at 9 p.m. You know, it's crazy. They do this.
Chick-fil-A. I wonder what they putting in it. And I started doing the research right at the time that you remember, you know, in the hood there was this argument, Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A, and everybody was going back and forth, and people, you seen people at Popeyes, man, got shot. And shot somebody because they didn't have no more chicken sandwiches. I said, this ain't no regular chicken sandwiches. So I went and looked up Popeye's chicken sandwich. Come to find out, they have over 40 ingredients in the Popeye's chicken sandwich. 32 of them were man-made chemicals. I said, well, let's see what Chick-fil-A has. Over 50 chemicals in the chicken sandwich. Over 40 of them were man-made chemicals. I said, so hell, this is a dope sandwich. So they really are flipping birds over there. I mean, because there's no way in the world to justify. So whenever I seen that, I said it in a message. And someone took the clip of it and then went on the website of Chick-fil-A, had it broke down where they were clicking on it, showing all of the ingredients and these chemicals that were in it. Do you know the next day, Chick-fil-A took that down off their website? So now you can't find the ingredients to the Chick-fil-A sandwich or the Popeyes chicken sandwich, because they don't want you to know that they're drugging you, they're doping you. They have you wanting the food, not for nutritional value, but because you become addicted by the MSG and the other chemicals that they've inserted in. Chick-fil-A, I wonder what they putting in it.
You know what's crazy? People hear this, they going to Chick-fil-A right now. They don't care, they ain't trying to eat up. Dang, Chick-fil-A do be hitting, but come on, man. You gotta give that up. For real. How many of y'all be eating out like that? Let me know. Yeah, but you gotta stop doing that, man. You know, it's gonna catch up eventually. Gotta slow down, like, you know, try to do it like every one time out of the month, you know. That's how I would do it. If you really like got cravings like that.
Why is it that when you want someone, when you desire them, they feel that energy and it literally repels them away like a magnet? However, the moment you actually let them go, like right now as I do this, these are really strong magnets, by the way. I gotta be careful because these things will clamp together. The moment you let go, this is what will happen. You will literally flip that polarity, and then all of a sudden, why do they now want you? The more that you are desiring or wanting or trying to control the situation, or the more attached you are, the more it repels them. The more they literally feel that energy, and the more they run away. But when you switch that around and you start to let go of attachment, when you start to be in your own frame, in your own energy, all of a sudden, they come back. they're interested again. You're getting, even if it's not just from them, it's like other people start to notice your energy, and it's because you've let go of attachment. Why is it that when you want someone...
You got a point.
Downloading. This is why racism just doesn't make sense to me. You've got people in Africa who are literally the descendants of Chinese people. Look at their features. They got those Chinese features, the eyes, like the face in a lot of ways. Racism doesn't make sense because we all are connected to each other in some way. Prejudice, hate, all that doesn't make sense. This is the Jumosai tribe, and these guys are connected to the Nosa. Botswana, South Africa, my grandmother came from this tribe, kind of. Downloading. This is why racism just doesn't make sense to me.
True strength was never about how many pounds you could lift, but how many uncomfortable conversations you were willing to have in the depths of your mind. The voices of doubt and insecurity that come out of hiding as you shut your eyes to sleep. Have the courage to take the fight to them, for the fears you don't face will become your limitations. True strength...
What anime is that? I figure that out.
Now, which one of y'all want to play this? Yep. Oh, let your mans be on some bullshit. Let your mans be on some bullshit. He let his side of the stick go. You through. Oh, boy. Oh, hey, yeah. See, it'd have been me and Underlay up in that motherfucker. I'd have pulled out 30. We'd have been eating steak tonight. Now, which one of y'all want to play this?
Right. Definitely been eating steak that night.
Darkness is not evil. All things within the physical reality came out of darkness. The black dot is the point of origin for all things in existence. Light comes out of darkness and passes through a prism and splits off into 6 different colors. All light and color combined together makes black linen, and blackness is alchemy, which is chemistry, which is kemet, the black soil. A seed grows in darkness. A baby is born within darkness. We meditate in darkness. We go to sleep in darkness. We close our eyes and pray within darkness. Before God said, "Let there be light," He was in darkness. The chakras shine in darkness. Our thoughts manifest within darkness. If you remove all of the stars, galaxies, you're gonna be left with darkness, because darkness is a state of existence. Light is created within darkness, so existence predates creation as darkness predates light. Dark matter, dark energy, black magic, dark arts, black skin, black holes, the black sun, which are black eyes, the black box that the Arabs kiss in Mecca with the black stone, the Knights of Templar who wears a black garb, the Pope worships the black Madonna, so black is royalty, supreme balancement. Dark.
A soul contract is an agreement that one soul will have with another soul in order to learn lessons or to go through different experiences together. As souls, we're very expansive, and this is something that I work with a lot through my Akashic Records work that I do. A lot of people know the terminology soulmates. That's an example of a soul contract. A soulmate is usually somebody that we've had past lives with. Usually romantic, not always, but usually we feel this familiarity when we meet a soulmate. We have many soulmates. The reason why soul contracts are very, I think, popular these days, people are really looking at them. When I do Akashic readings, people are always asking me about their soul contracts, is because we've gone through many lifetimes where we're learning lessons through these soul contracts that we have with others.
Sure.
And so we go through, many, many lessons with the same souls. So in this particular lifetime, because we're all here to help Earth ascend to the 5th dimension, we are all trying to clear out our soul contracts and work through those old lessons in order to help Earth ascend to the 5th dimension and also to help raise our consciousness to the love consciousness. So we're clearing away, the feelings of resentment, hate, grief, sadness, depression in our contracts in order to achieve that higher level. A soul contract is an agreement that one
battery packs in the human body. You
On one side, it's how many electrons are we putting in? And there are a lot of electron donors. Electron donors can be getting out in the sun, can be walking barefoot in the grass. It could be leaning up your body up against a tree because the tree has electrons and will donate them to you. Hugging an animal, a common way that makes people in nursing homes feel better is to buy them a dog or a cat. They hold the dog or the cat and get electrons from it. The animal runs outside and recharges itself and brings some back to you. Moving water is an electron donor, whereas still water tends to be an electron stealer. Moving air is an electron stealer. That's why when you ride in a convertible, you look really cool, but you're always tired when you get there because the wind steals electrons from you. On one hand, we look at what things can put electrons in the body, and then what things steal them. And again, the most common stealers are dental infections, emotional baggage, various toxins, particularly the toxins that we are getting from things like GMO foods and pesticides and other kinds of things, air pollution. There's a lot of toxins around us. And of course, one can almost include in the concept emotional baggage. They're toxins in a different way in that they rob us of voltage that we should be using for something else. Battery packs in the human body. On one side.
This here is the cottonwood tree. This tree has many metaphysical properties. There's actually stars in the branch of the tree, which symbolize the stars. It symbolizes the bridge between heaven and earth. If Americans consider the cottonwood tree to be of spiritual and metaphysical significance, it also symbolizes the tree of life. It represents hope, healing, and transformation. The cottonwood tree springs when there are bodies of water near. So this is why the indigenous held it as sacred, because it showed signs of prosperity. Buds on the cottonwood tree have healing properties as well, such as antiseptic, as well as pain relieving properties. Nature's aspirin also can be used in spell work for healing, prosperity, and purification magic. This here is the cottonwood tree. This tree has many.
Hey, say fam, let me catch you to that bank right there. Let me catch you. Appreciate that. You ain't got no steps on here. Got to hop on. Where have you been? Boy, what in the world do you got on? Boy, you in here dressed like the banana man. God, dog, in that big banana boat. This sucker know it's long. You out here on this water in a wisdom tooth. That's why you ain't caught nothing. Boy, this boat long. You done scratched this sucker, didn't it? Run me to that bank. I know my old lady finna be mad at me. Boy, I been gone all night over this girl treehouse. Lord have mercy. I'm glad her kids was loud. They woke me up. You ain't got to go all the way, because I don't want her to hear this loud boat. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. Go on and get out of here. Might well go on and get that, burn that boat up. You ain't finna catch nothing. Go on. You ain't got to wait for me. Go on. I'm good. Hey, say
During your spiritual awakening, it's either going to be a group of people or a person that's going to try to put you back to sleep. See, what they're going to try to do is trigger that fear that's deep within inside of us. See, a lot of these fears that we have been passed down generation after generation. And what they will tell you is that you're going to hell for thinking that way. What you're doing is evil. They will undermine your knowledge, undermine your spiritual gifts. They will group up against you and have a lot of people, and you might be outnumbered. But always remember that your soul has graduated past that oppressive state that they are still in. It's like a kindergartner trying to tell somebody something that has a PhD in reality. Your soul is on a whole nother level. During your spiritual awakening, it's either going to
and see how Silat warriors aim their strikes at key areas on the human body for maximal effect. Strike 1 is a devastating elbow to an area in the abdomen called the solar plexus. Inside, a giant cluster of nerves spreads out like a web across the abdominal diaphragm. As the elbow makes contact with the nerves, it sends the abdominal muscles into spasms and causes the enemy to gasp for air. Strike 2, a side chop to the groin that targets the...
In order to level up and quantum jump into a new dimension, you have to leave everything from the old dimension behind, meaning like your ways, your habits, friends. I think that's the hardest part about leveling up, and why everybody doesn't do it because they're not willing to sacrifice those things that they are so comfortable with. The moment that you answer the phone, when you say you want new friends and new partnerships, but you answer the phone from an old friend and an old partnership that doesn't benefit you anymore, that's why you're asking for new people. Just like the Matrix, you quantum jump right back into the old dimension, and it's difficult to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you starting all over again.
Yeah.
Leave it behind. The universe will give you better things because you have quantum jumped into the new dimension. In order to level...
You know, I spend a lot of time, thinking about all the shit I could have done. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I think I could have been the motherfucking president. Shit. Nigga, I wish things had been different. I mean, I'd do anything in the motherfucking world just for things to be different. You know, I spend a lot of time.
Dang. That's crazy. People that like have to go through like jail and stuff like that. It's like he's just replaying that, whatever you did to get in there. He's just replaying that all the time, probably.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I see dudes that I grew up with and they look old as hell. People come up to me and ask me, "How old are you, bro?" Damn, you don't look that age. See, but what they don't understand, it ain't age that make you look old. It's when you let life beat you down. And a lot of dudes let life beat them down. That's something I refuse to do. That's why I still look so young. Stop playing. Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
This is what soda does to the kidneys. This is a kidney, y'all. Look at all of these stones. Look at the nephrons. They're corroded with acidosis and look at all of this. This is calcium bicarbonate. This is what happens when you drink soda and you don't drink enough H3O2 or enough H2O. This is what happens to the kidneys. Do you know the kidneys is literally the life to the blood? Because without the kidneys, it's impossible for you to circulate and regulate oxygen with iron phosphate within inside of the blood, y'all. Wow. And most of y'all kidneys look like this right now. And when the kidneys go down, guess what else go down with it? The heart. Because the heart and the kidneys are closely assimilated with each other. I'll call them twins, or I'll call them brothers and sisters. And in some lectures, I'll call them husband and wife. Because that's how close they are together. This is what soda does to the kidneys. This is a kidney, y'all.
Rosemary right here. A little DIY sugar scrub, sea salt, or you could use sugar. A little bit of the rosemary, a little bit of ginger oil, liquid coconut oil with the rest. Body wash is, and adding that in with the sugar or salt. Rosemary that we picked earlier, we're going to now put it on the pizza.
Not bad. Well, it looked like she made some soap and pizza. That was like what happened right there. That's dope.
So obvious, isn't it, that consciousness must be located behind the eyes? Because I see everything when I look in this direction. I see everything in front of me. When I close my eyes, everything in front of me vanishes. Therefore, the logical conclusion is consciousness is located in the body behind the eyes. Hence the belief, it is I, the body, that is aware of my experience. It is because of this deep feeling that it is I, the body, that is aware, as opposed to the understanding that it is I, awareness, that am aware, that we have this difficulty. If it is clear to us now that it is I, awareness, that is aware, that we see the world as if from the perspective of the body, that the awareness with which we experience the body and the world is not located in the body or the world, but the body and the world is located in awareness, then the question of awareness being aware of itself is just obvious. It is obviously awareness's primary experience, to be aware of the experience of being aware. So we really have to, if there is a lingering belief, it is I, the body, that is aware, then that belief will make it impossible to understand that awareness is aware of itself in the absence of objects. We have to realize first that it is now awareness that is aware of experience. It is not the body that is aware of experience. The body is experienced. It doesn't do the experiencing. It's so obvious, isn't it?
5 spiritual secrets that you're gonna learn over time. Hugging trees removes negative energy. When you hug or sit under a tree, you'll feel its unique healing energy. It has now been confirmed by science that hugging trees can beneficially affect the human health by altering vibrational frequency, mood improvement, headache alleviating, and escalated serotonin production. It's a whole lot more benefits. Number 2, the universe is always listening. Be mindful of your self-talk. It's a conversation with the universe. Grounding is necessary. A lot of us don't experience this because we have on rubber shoes. This stops the electric connection between the ground and your body. Rubber is an insulator. It reduces pain, improves sleep, boosts immunity, calms your mind, decreases inflammation, detoxes your body of waste and stuff, and a whole lot more. Pause to read. Number 4, lazy days are necessary. You are human, not a robot. Take some time off to nurture your child self. And number 5, the law of attraction does not stop. What you think you become, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you create. It's just like the law of gravity. It don't stop. 5 spiritual secrets that you
lazy days is definitely needed. Gotta have them lazy days sometimes.
This is the coolest tropical fruit I've ever experienced. It's called Cecropia, also known as gummy worm fruit. Just like the name states, it's soft and chewy, just like gummy worm candy. It has a sweet honey maple syrup flavor that leaves you wanting more. Surprisingly, this fruit is high in protein and can soothe a cough.
It's so good.
I think I'll pass. No.
This is the coolest tropical fruit I've ever.
Research shows at 15 hours, we see growth hormone go up. Growth hormone is the hormone that keeps you young and helps you burn fat. We also see in men 1,300% increase in testosterone just from somewhere between a 13 to 15 hour fast. 13% increase in natural testosterone stores. And then we start to see inflammation go down. So all of a sudden, if you have people who have like joints that are hurting, they start doing 15 hours of fasting every day and they're like, God, my joints just don't have that same stiffness in them anymore. But if you stay in that fasted window, you keep going 17 hours, your brilliant body turns within and it goes, wait a second, no food's coming in. We better get stronger. So it literally takes the bad cells, the cells that are slowing you down, cells that are turning into cancer, and it gets rid of those. They're called senescent cells. It literally recycles them out of your system and it goes into the cells that are still usable and it makes them stronger. It fixes the intercellular parts. We call that autophagy. Research shows at 15.
Wow. That's dope. That is dope how fasting can really like change your body like that.
The scariest thing about an awakening is that you can't be the same person you were ever again. You can't unsee what you've seen. The world has just turned into color from being black and white for so long. Things will change, things have to change, your work will change, your friend circle will change. The awakening you have is a spiritual awakening. It's taking this third dimensional person that you know and taking them to the next level of consciousness and awareness. And that can get scary because the whole world and the whole life that you've actually constructed was constructed from the old you, that fear-based you. I remember when I was going through my own awakening, you get hypersensitive. Everything feels like it's attacking you. Whether you feel like you're being pinned down in your bed, whether it be spirit, colors, but that's a part of the process to scare the crap out of you. But when you get through that, the more you start to let go of the older you, releasing, peeling every layer of you like a skin on an onion, you'll find that your intuition, your true power becomes super amplified. 100%, million% more abundant. Although an awakening can feel scary, once you face that fear, once you let go of what no longer serves you anymore and find your own you, your new life, that's when the true awakening begins. The only way to pass through the fear of an awakening is to let go of that old you and embrace the new. The scariest thing about an awakening is that
you wake up in the morning, claim your day, claim your wellness, claim success for that day, claim it. And that revs up your system. It gives you more strength to go over these little bumps in the road of life. You wake up in the morning, claim your day, claim your wellness, claim.
You gotta claim it. You have to claim it now.
Scientists just developed a shape-shifting, programmable, metafluid robot that can be controlled. Yeah, this just happened. And then you have articles that's coming out and saying that it's almost like the T-1000 robot from the Terminator. Wow. Yeah, y'all remember how that T-1000 robot escaped the cage off the Terminator? Well, they recreated that. Scientists have recreated a robot that can shapeshift between solids and liquid states, enabling them to perform mind-boggling features, such as jump climbing and oozing out of cages. And it reminds them of the T-1000 robot. And the shapes of the movement of the machine is controlled by magnetic fields, an approach that might lead to new biomedic and engineering technologies. I swear it's like every day now that this becomes more and more like a reality. First we started seeing Skynet on power lines. Then people started recreating robots. And now we got liquid robots, just like the Terminator. Isn't that great? But y'all let me know what y'all think about this liquid robot in the comments though. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
What's going on up in here? It's gonna be some changes. Oh, we got decorations over here, the little cup, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me? The little flowers. Ugh, I don't really like flowers. Oh, these boots are made for walking, huh? Look like leather to me. The nerve we got going on up in this kitchen. Oh, I can taste the cooked prep residue. What we got up in here? Oh, we got the condiments, huh? The little sauces and seasonings. Okay, jelly. What we got here? Oh, okay, jackpot. There's a good time. You know what I'm saying? It's good for your eyes, man. That way you keep your eyes on the prize. Wash it down with some cottage cheese. Oh, what we got here? The banana. Okay. Okay. These bananas are the perfect consistency. You know what I'm saying? The right amount of brown and yellow. You know what I'm saying?
Bruce,
that's what I'm what you doing on, man? I didn't know you was here. Thought you had a job, man. Listen, I want to come in here and eat y'all food for a change instead of y'all eating us. What's going on up in here?
It's the way he came in the house. Like he really said this. That is hilarious.
What's going on up in here? It's gonna be some changes. Oh, we got decorations over here.
What? Oh my, yo, this is funny. That is too funny, man. Oh, I have to add the funny clips in there, man.
That's crazy. Who over there say what we doing?
Why
None?
not?
Ooh, Lamarcus, you just stabbed him in front of me. That's how you doing us now? Oh, have mercy. I don't know what I'm going to tell them folks back up there for him. God, it's a shame. You killed him right in front of me. At least do it behind my back. God, oh, that's crazy. He was a good one, though. I can tell you that. He loved his family. That I know of him. He moving.
Oh, man.
That's a zombie, ain't it? Oh, boy, I thought that boy was dead. Lord have mercy. I'm glad he alive, because I ain't know what to say on his eulogy.
That is funny. Bro said, you could have did that behind my back. What? Yo, that was funny.
Glad somebody thought about feeding us. Thank you, Soo-Young. Oh, no.
Nah,
oh,
these
no.
videos be too
Oh,
funny.
no, I'm out of here. Ain't no way I'm finna eat that out your mouth. Get out of here. Get out of here. What's wrong with you? We don't do that around here, baby. Go. You could have just broke it with your hand and gave it to us. We don't know where your mouth been. Glad somebody thought about
I was like, there's no way it doesn't see the train. There's no way it doesn't see the floor flashing lights. Yes, it was foggy, but you could still see the lights. And I was like, it's going to stop. It's going to stop.
This Tesla driver says his car was in full self-driving mode when it failed to stop for a train, causing him to manually have to slam on the brakes.
I was the only one in the car. I was the only car in the accident. So, yes, it was my fault. It had to be. But I feel it was more that the damn car didn't recognize the train.
According to officials, the Tesla was going 60 miles per hour at the time of the incident, which was 5 miles over the speed limit. Craig was given a citation for failure to control a vehicle. Tesla, meanwhile, has not commented on the incident.
I was like, there's no way it doesn't see the train. There's
You just cut me off? Is that how you feel? For real? Hey, yo, you really just gonna cut me off? Oh, shit. Oh, hell no. She just pulled a fucking gun out, cuz? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, nigga. I'm about to get the fuck out of here. Hold on. Hey, you got it? You got it? Let me just zoom past her. Oh, shit. Hey, you got it? Hey. Oh, shit. Hold on. No, look. I don't want no problems. Look. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. I don't want no... Hey, don't shoot me. You just cut me off? Is that how you feel?
Sometimes your soulmate could be slapping you in your face, but your own idea of what you want for yourself. You're telling the universe what you will and won't have, instead of looking at what the universe has presented to you as yours truly. I think that is more so the problem. There's somebody out here for everybody. We just won't accept it. Sometimes your soulmate could be slapping you in your face, but your
consistency, man. That's the name of the game, bro. If you keep going every single day and don't stop, your competition will fall off, bro. These niggas ain't cut like you, bro. They ain't ready for prime time. They ain't trying to really get right. They take days off, this day off, that day off. They lazy. I'm tired. No. Grind every day, one foot in front of the other, bro. And I promise you, I'm gonna be laughing at these folks, bro. Give it a year. Watch what happens.
He's speaking that real stuff right there. You gotta be consistent, man. Got to. Now, this was nasty. I think this is cookie though. This is nasty. Y'all really be like, people really have jobs like this. Like, this is somebody's job to get up and do stuff like this. That's pretty cool. What dog doing? How's it dog? That's interesting.
Thought all of this stuff going on with Diddy is bad, there's people coming out saying that Jay-Z is no better. In fact, 50 Cent is basically saying, this is a lot worse than we think. He recently posted this picture saying that Jay-Z is in hibernation till all of this Diddy stuff blows over. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner. And there's a lot of dark conspiracies about Jay-Z. I mean, we have the incident with Tory Lanez.
I'm telling you, this court system is not for justice. It's about wins and losses, and they do dirty to do whatever they can. Jay-Z, let me speak to you because my son refused to sign a rotation deal with you.
The conspiracies about Kathy White and what happened to her. The conspiracies with Aaliyah.
Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce
And never forget when he wore this sweatshirt that says, "Do what thou wilt," which is literally a satanic mandate. If you thought all of this stuff going on with Diddy is bad,
Jay-Z, man, you can't hide for long. You know, it's gonna come to light eventually. Just said. All right, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was 50 minutes. It was on 50 minutes. All right. In a peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. Make sure you take care of yourself. All right. And if the weather is nice, get outside in that sun. Please. Okay. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next upload. All right. Peace.